Welcome to Miss Scarlett. Subscribe and don't miss out on Patreon. Have fun! Benson had always been a quiet young man, just turned 18, with his blonde hair falling in soft waves that he often pushed back absent-mindedly while reading or helping around the house. He lived in a cozy suburban home with his mother, Elena, a warm and understanding woman in her 40s who worked as a librarian and spent her weekends organizing their living space. One crisp autumn afternoon, Elena decided it was time for a thorough closet cleanout. She pulled out old clothes, shoes, and forgotten accessories, stacking them into donation boxes in the hallway. Benson, home from his part-time job at a local bookstore, offered to help sort through the piles. As he rummaged through one of the boxes labeled for charity, his fingers brushed against something soft and delicate. He lifted it out curiously, a collection of his mother's old bras, neatly folded and tucked away. They varied in styles and colors, some lacy, others plain, but all seemed well preserved from years past. Benson paused, holding one up to the light. It was a pink lace bra, intricate patterns woven into the fabric, with thin straps and a subtle sheen. He had never really thought about such items before, but in that moment, a spark of curiosity ignited. The house was quiet, Elena downstairs in the kitchen preparing tea. What harm could there be in just seeing what it felt like? He slipped into his room, closing the door softly, and removed his shirt. The pink lace bra felt foreign at first as he fumbled with the clasps, but once secured, a surprising wave of comfort washed over him. The fabric hugged his skin gently, the lace whispering against his chest like a secret embrace. It wasn't restrictive. Instead, it provided a supportive hold that made him feel unexpectedly at ease, as if a hidden part of himself had been waiting for this. He stood in front of his mirror, turning slightly, admiring how the pink contrasted with his blonde hair cascading over his shoulders. A small smile crept onto his face. He liked it, more than he anticipated. The door creaked open without warning, and Elena stepped in, carrying a laundry basket. Her eyes widened for a split second, but instead of shock or anger, a gentle understanding softened her features. "Benson?" she said softly, setting the basket down. He froze, cheeks flushing, but she didn't scold or turn away. Instead, she approached with a calm smile. "It's okay, sweetheart. I see you found my old things. If you're curious, let me show you how to do it properly." Relief flooded through him as she guided him to adjust the straps, explaining the importance of a good fit. "See, the band should sit level around your ribs, not riding up," she said, her voice steady and encouraging. "And the cups. Make sure they're centered. Everyone deserves to feel comfortable in their own skin, to express themselves however they choose. There's no shame in exploring that." Her words resonated deeply, easing any lingering embarrassment. They spent the next hour talking, with Elena sharing stories from her own youth about fashion and self-discovery, turning what could have been an awkward moment into one of connection. From that day forward, the change felt natural and irreversible. Benson embraced this new side of himself fully, adopting the name Annabelle as it rolled off his tongue like it had always been meant for her. She let her blonde hair grow a bit longer, styling it in loose waves that framed her face, and she began wearing her mother's hand-me-down lingerie regularly beneath her clothes. The pink lace bra became a staple, its comfort a daily reminder of that initial discovery. But soon, another piece caught her eye in the box. A beautiful red satin bra, smooth and luxurious, with a subtle sheen that made her feel elegant and empowered. It quickly became her favorite, the way it glided against her skin like silk, providing just the right amount of support without any pinch. Elena noticed Annabelle's growing affinity for these items and encouraged it wholeheartedly. "You look radiant in that red one," she said one evening as they sat in the living room, Annabelle lounging in a soft robe over her chosen undergarments. "It's yours now. Wear it as often as you like." Their conversations deepened, sharing laughs over tea about colors and fabrics, Elena reminiscing about her own experiences with lingerie from years ago. It wasn't just about the clothing. It was about the freedom to be authentic, and Annabelle felt a profound sense of belonging in this feminine expression. One sunny Saturday morning, Elena suggested they take things a step further. "How about we go shopping for your own collection?" she proposed, her eyes sparkling with excitement. Annabelle's heart raced at the idea, her own pieces chosen specifically for her. They drove to a nearby boutique specializing in women's undergarments, a quaint shop with soft lighting and rows of delicate displays. As they entered, the air carried a faint floral scent, and Annabelle's blonde hair caught the light, making her feel more confident with each step. Elena led the way, pointing out various styles. "Look at this one, soft blue lace, similar to the pink but with a bit more detail," she said, holding it up for Annabelle to see. They browsed together, Annabelle trying on different bras in the fitting room, emerging each time to get Elena's opinion. "That fits perfectly," Elena would say, adjusting a strap here or there. Annabelle selected several, including a white cotton one for everyday comfort and a black silk one for special occasions, but nothing compared to the thrill of finding pieces that echoed her favorite red satin bra. As they checked out, the cashier smiled warmly, wrapping the items in tissue paper. Back home, Annabelle unpacked her new collection, laying them out on her bed. The red satin bra remained her go-to, but now she had options that felt personally hers. That evening, as they prepared dinner together, Elena shared more about her own journey with self-expression, how she'd once felt confined by expectations, but learned to embrace what made her happy. Annabelle listened intently, her blonde hair tied back in a ponytail, feeling the supportive hug of her new blue lace bra beneath her blouse. Their bond grew stronger with each passing day. Mornings often started with Annabelle selecting her lingerie for the day, sometimes seeking Elena's advice on matching outfits. "The red satin goes so well with that floral top," Elena might suggest, and they'd laugh as Annabelle twirled in the mirror. Afternoons were spent in the garden, Annabelle in a light sundress over her chosen pieces, tending to flowers while chatting about life's little joys. Evenings brought quiet moments, like watching old movies, where Annabelle felt completely at ease in her feminine attire, the lace or satin, a constant, comforting presence. One particularly memorable day, Annabelle decided to experiment with layering. She paired the pink lace bra with a sheer blouse from Elena's closet, admiring how the colors complemented her blonde hair in the sunlight streaming through the window. Elena noticed and complimented her. "You've got a real eye for this. It's wonderful to see you so confident." They spent the afternoon baking cookies, flour dusting their aprons, with Annabelle feeling the gentle support of the bra as she mixed dough, each movement reinforcing her sense of self. As weeks turned into months, Annabelle's routine solidified around this new identity. She never considered reverting. The feminine expression was now integral, always present in her daily life. The red satin bra, with its smooth texture, accompanied her on errands around the house, while the others rotated for variety. Elena continued to support her, often surprising her with small gifts like scented lotions that paired well with the lingerie, enhancing the sensory experience. Their shopping trips became a regular outing. On one such visit to a larger department store, Annabelle discovered a section with even more diverse options: bras with adjustable straps, wireless designs for ultimate comfort. She tried on a lavender one, feeling the soft cups mold perfectly, and added it to her growing collection. Elena watched with pride, paying for the items and suggesting they grab lunch afterward at a nearby cafe. Over sandwiches, they discussed fabrics and fits, Annabelle animatedly describing how the new piece felt compared to her favorites. Back at home, Annabelle organized her drawer, folding each bra neatly, the red satin one always at the top. She wore it that night while reading a book in bed, the fabric cool against her skin, her blonde hair splayed across the pillow. Elena knocked softly, entering with a cup of herbal tea. "Thought you might like this," she said, sitting on the edge of the bed. They talked late into the night about dreams and aspirations, the conversation flowing easily, strengthened by their shared experiences. The following weekend, Elena proposed another clean-out, this time of her dresser drawers, unearthing more forgotten items. Annabelle helped, discovering a few pairs of matching panties that complemented the bras. "These could be yours too," Elena offered, and Annabelle accepted gratefully, incorporating them into her wardrobe. The red satin bra paired beautifully with a set in the same hue, creating a cohesive feel that made her smile whenever she dressed. Their bond extended to creative pursuits. One rainy afternoon, they set up in the living room with sketch pads, drawing designs for imaginary lingerie lines. Annabelle's ideas often featured lace patterns inspired by the pink one she'd first tried, while Elena added practical touches like reinforced bands. Laughter filled the room as they compared sketches, Annabelle's blonde hair catching the lamplight, her favorite red satin bra providing that familiar comfort beneath her sweater. As time progressed, Annabelle found joy in small rituals, like morning fittings where she'd stand before the mirror, adjusting the straps of whichever bra she chose, ensuring the perfect fit as Elena had taught her. The lessons from that first day echoed in every adjustment, a testament to their growing closeness. Evenings might involve trying on new combinations, with Elena offering feedback, turning the activity into a cherished routine. On a bright spring day, they ventured to a specialty store farther from home, one known for high-quality fabrics. Annabelle browsed the aisles, her fingers trailing over silk and cotton blends, selecting a few more pieces to add variety. A green embroidered bra caught her eye, its design intricate yet comfortable, and she knew it would become a new staple alongside the red satin. Elena encouraged her choices, and they left with bags full, excited to incorporate them. Home again, Annabelle modeled her finds, walking around the living room in a robe, feeling the new fabrics against her skin. "This green one is amazing! Almost as good as the red," she said, and Elena agreed, suggesting they plan a day trip to celebrate. Their conversations often circled back to themes of acceptance and expression, deepening their mother-daughter-like connection. One evening, as Annabelle slipped into the pink lace bra for a change of pace, she reflected on how far she'd come since that initial discovery. The comfort was still there, a constant companion, and she shared these thoughts with Elena over dinner. "It's like I've found a part of myself I didn't know was missing," she said, her blonde hair glowing under the kitchen lights. Elena nodded, her eyes misty. "I'm so glad you did. We've both grown from this." Their shared experiences continued to evolve. During a quiet weekend, they hosted a small tea party for just the two of them, Annabelle dressed in an elegant outfit over her red satin bra, feeling poised and feminine. They sipped chamomile and nibbled on scones, discussing everything from fashion trends to personal growth. The lingerie a subtle foundation to her confidence. As summer approached, Annabelle's collection expanded further with another shopping excursion. This time, they visited a boutique with artisanal pieces, where Annabelle found a beige nude bra that blended seamlessly under lighter clothes. It became ideal for warmer days, pairing well with sundresses as she helped Elena in the yard, planting new flowers. The red satin remained her emotional favorite, worn on days when she needed that extra boost. Their bond manifested in everyday moments, like folding laundry together, where Annabelle would carefully handle her lingerie, ensuring each piece was stored properly. Elena taught her more tips, like using gentle detergents to preserve the fabrics, turning chores into learning opportunities. One afternoon, while reorganizing the closet where it all began, Annabelle came across the original box, now empty save for a few remnants. She held up the pink lace bra, smiling at the memory, then placed it back in her drawer. Elena watched, proud of the transformation. "You've made these your own," she said softly. The days blended into a rhythm of comfort and discovery. Annabelle's blonde hair grew longer still, often braided or pinned up to complement her outfits. She never strayed from this path. It was her truth now, always dressed in her feminine attire, the lingerie a core part of her identity. On a particularly adventurous day, they drove to a city mall, exploring larger stores with extensive selections. Annabelle tried on numerous styles, emerging from the fitting room each time with renewed excitement. A patterned bra with floral motifs joined her collection, its design reminding her of the garden they tended. Lunch followed at a bistro, where they people-watched and shared stories, the outing cementing their routine. Evenings at home brought relaxation. Annabelle, in her favorite red satin, lounging with a book while Elena knitted nearby. Their talks delved into deeper topics, like the importance of self-acceptance, each word strengthening their tie. As fall returned, echoing the season of discovery, Annabelle felt a surge of gratitude. She wore the pink lace bra that day, its familiarity comforting as they baked pies together, the kitchen filled with cinnamon scents. "This is where it started," she mused, and Elena hugged her, affirming their journey. Their shopping continued sporadically, each trip adding to Annabelle's wardrobe. A soft gray bra with mesh detailing became a new addition, perfect for cooler weather under sweaters. She wore it while helping Elena decorate for holidays, feeling the gentle support as she hung lights. One winter morning, snow blanketing the ground, they cozied up by the fire, Annabelle in her red satin bra under a warm robe, sipping hot cocoa. Elena shared old photos from her youth, drawing parallels to Annabelle's experiences, the stories weaving their lives closer. Spring brought renewal, and with it, another boutique visit. Annabelle selected a coral bra, its vibrant color lifting her spirits, pairing it with outfits for outdoor walks. The red satin still held its place, worn on reflective days. Summer heat led to lighter choices, like the white cotton bra for breathability, but always, the feminine expression persisted. Their bond, built on these shared moments, felt unbreakable. Yet as Annabelle stood before the mirror one evening, adjusting the straps of her favorite red satin bra, a new thought stirred, an urge to share this part of herself beyond the safety of home. Elena noticed her contemplative expression. "What's on your mind?" she asked. Annabelle hesitated, then voiced it. "I think I'm ready to step out, to let the world see me as I am." Hope you enjoyed the story so far. The rest will be available on Patreon.